guys, it's Nicole Costa. I am a mom of 4 and I've been a stay-at-home mom for 15 years, and today I want to talk to you about beauty hacks on a budget. Now, we've been living on my husband's salary alone for 15 years, and we are a family of 6 now, so I am always looking for a way to stay and feel beautiful, but also living on that tight budget when you have so many kids to feed and a house to take care of. So I want to bring to you a few of the things that I use to kind of hack the system, I guess. I don't like to be a slave to a salon, or I would love to get Botox and all that fun stuff, but I don't. So here are the things that I use to help me stay and feel beautiful, and hopefully they'll help you too. The first thing I do is I dye my own hair at home, and I use Revlon hair dye. Disclaimer, right now, currently as I'm making this video, I am not affiliated or sponsored by any of these products that I'm telling you guys about. I actually use these products and they work for me, and I find them very budget friendly. So Revlon hair dye, I've been using that one, I guess, for a few years now, and mainly for the grays, you know, at the roots. So I have a very monotone dark brown hair, and I can get away with that. I know a lot of you guys who use highlights and do specialized things to your hair can't necessarily do this, but this is what works for me. So I use the dark brown Revlon hair dye, and I do that at home by myself. And I try not to go all the way through the hair because it will damage your hair, and I go as long as possible without dyeing. So that helps too, to keep the health of the hair. And again, my temples are probably the worst part. They get the most gray, and so I use it there maybe every 8 weeks. I try to go to about 8 weeks, and again, not totally through the whole hair, just to keep the hair as healthy as possible. The second thing I do is with my tanner, I do use a self tanner, and I've been using Sublime by L'Oreal for a long time, but I find that it's a little bit too orangey when you use it by itself, and it's also drying. It kind of makes your skin look a little flaky. So what I do is I use like a dime size amount of the Sublime tanning lotion, and I use it in the Nivea body lotion that I already use. So 1 squirt of Nivea body lotion, pictured up here, and 1 dime size amount of Sublime in my hand. I mix it together, and I'll use that ratio for like each leg. So dime size amount of Sublime, 1 squirt of Nivea, and that's for the whole leg. Do the second leg, and then that same ratio, but for my whole upper body. So it's a little bit lighter, a little more subtle, and you can tell I have it on, and I just like how it builds better when you're using that like cut with lotion versus by itself. I also really like the water mousse that I just discovered. I think it's a new product by Sublime by L'Oreal, and it's really light and fluffy, like in your hand, like the foam soap dispensers. And so I use that on my legs too if I'm gonna wear pants, because it's less sticky. So it has a really like natural kind of a dry finish to it when it dries, and it dries very quickly, and it's a very, very subtle build. So if you're looking to get tan by the weekend and it's Wednesday, that's probably not gonna be your product, because it does take a long time to build color with that. I am about to try the Deep Bronze by Jergens, because I think I've been using the medium by Sublime, so I want a little bit deeper color. I'm liking a little bit deeper color, especially since summer is coming up. So I'm gonna try that, and hopefully I'll like that too. But I definitely like the Sublime water mousse, very subtle. If you're fair, that should be a great fit for you. Also, I use perfume body lotion rather than the actual perfume. I'm kind of sensitive, my eyes are sensitive to perfumes and sprays, and I feel like they affect my eyes through the day. I don't know, the scent over the day just kind of messes with my eyes. I get red and teary. So I prefer the perfume lotion, but it's very strong. I'm using Angel right now, and it lasts forever. So I use the amount of perfume, like a little tiny pea-size amount on my wrist, and I blend it in like this, and I'll even go like this on my neck. And that to me gives me enough scent for the day. I think anything more than that is probably too strong for others around. So that's a very strong one. That bottle of lotion will last me, I think, for 40 years if I keep using it like that. So that is a very efficient, cost-efficient way to get a nice fragrance. I would go for the lotion over the actual perfume. One of my other favorites is Crest white strips, and these are like dual purpose. So I didn't do white strips for, I don't know, over a year. I usually like to try to do it every 6 months to a year, just to kind of brighten the smile. And I didn't do it because we were all wearing masks, but I look in the mirror and I see my teeth, and I want to see white teeth. So I just recently did it again, and I love how it looks to have a bright smile. And also, I would recommend getting the 20 packet white strips. That is for two reasons. Okay, so I think it's a great professional white, I think it's the professional whitening system. And also, if you tend to be snacky during a certain time of day, for me it's afternoon, I would put them in the afternoon. And I think it's 30 minutes. So you can't eat during that time, and it's 20 packets, so that means 20 days. Over the course of 20 days, you would be using this at a time where you're snacky. So you would have enough time to break that habit, right? It would make a new habit of not snacking during that time, and you get a white smile out of it. So it takes 21 days to create a new habit, right? 20-day packet, you're set. Okay, back to hair. As we age, we tend to start thinning around our temples, you know, a little bit of thinning hair. I'm still weaning my 2-year-old from breastfeeding, so there's hormones that come into play with that. And anytime, you know, you lose your luscious locks from pregnancy about 6 months after the baby's born when you're postpartum. So unfortunately, we don't get to keep those beautiful locks that we had during pregnancy. But what I notice is like my scalp along this area shows through because my hair is not as thick there anymore. And so since I have dark hair and a very, very white scalp because I don't get much sun up there, this is a great product. And I didn't even buy this. My daughter's friend gave this to her. And it's a shadow, it's called Gray Away by EverPro. And it's got this little applicator, like a sponge, and you rub it in the shadow and you just dab it on the spots of your scalp that are a little bit paler in comparison to your hair. I will definitely buy this again. This is black dark brown. You can also do the same technique with eyeshadow and a larger bristle brush just to help blend it in better right at the seam there, right at the scalp. And it does really help. So it kind of makes the scalp the same color as your hair, and you can kind of get away with looking like you have a little bit thicker hair in the temple area and wherever you're thinning. One of my favorite new things that I have discovered is Lumify Eye Drops. And you know, as we age, our eyes tend to get red and more irritated. My eyes don't like contacts as much these days, so I'm wearing glasses more. But Lumify has really helped brighten and whiten my eyes. So it just gives you a younger feel, along with the thicker hair and the bright wide eyes. These are just things that can help you feel pretty and younger and boost your confidence on a very little budget. Okay, I have to tell you guys about this. I do my own manicure and pedicure. Again, back to me not liking to be a slave to the salon. Some of you guys might love to go to the salon and get your hair done or your toes, your nails. That's not my thing. So I just like to get it done. I'm pretty picky and I think I do a pretty good job too. So if I can do something on my own, I'd much rather do it. And so I do my own manicure and pedicure. I have for years and years. But let me tell you guys, this nail polish that I found, Essie Gel Couture, can you see that? I did these last Thursday. Today is Thursday, so we're talking a week on natural nails. Like I do chores, I wash sinks, toilets. I do use rubber gloves for chores. I don't use my bare hands, but I do wash my son. He's a 2-year-old. I give him a bath every night. We went swimming all Mother's Day at my parents' pool, and still, like these are still on. So this nail polish is by far the best I have ever used on natural nails. And it's called Essie Gel Couture, right there. I don't remember the name of this white though, but either way. And then I use the OPI top coat, which makes a huge difference because I used the Essie Gel Couture by itself before, and it was chipping at about 5 or 6 day mark. So this is, we're going 8 days today, and like the most minor chipping is happening so far. So I definitely think that's worth an investment. I think it was like $8 or $9 for the bottle of nail polish. Now, how to do your own manicure and pedicure time efficiently. I took a bubble bath with my son one day after the gym. We came home and I just put him in the tub with me, and I did my toes, like I did the cuticles of my feet and, you know, buffed them out, and then the cuticles of my nails as well. And then when he fell asleep, when I put him down for his nap, that's when I painted. So you might have to get creative with your schedule like that and do a 2-for-1 type bath with your son or daughter, or a bubble bath by yourself, and just, you know, do your cuticles and the calluses and everything while you're in there, and then save the painting for another time. So here are two splurges that I think are totally worth it. My skincare. I am obsessed right now with Obagi, and here it is. This is Obagi Nuderm, and it is prescription strength. So I did have to go get this from a nurse practitioner at a plastic surgeon's office. And I went in actually for a consultation for laser for hyperpigmentation and old acne scars that I had going on my face that were really just getting worse over time. And she said that the laser that I went in for, the CO2 laser, I was not a good fit, that it would like increase my pigmentation. So since we didn't do that, I was like, is there some kind of skincare that you can recommend that, you know, might take me to a level I'm comfortable with my skin? Because I was feeling really bad about it at the time. I think that was about 10 weeks ago. And so she recommended this skincare to me, and holy cow, my skin is so much smoother. It does come with a retin-A, prescription retin-A, and I cannot say enough about it. Now the kit itself is, I think I spent $480, $490. I've been using this for probably close to 3 months. I still have more to use. So you're talking about maybe close to 500, but for maybe 4+ months worth of skincare. Now, I know I'm talking to all different budgets here. You may be able to splurge a little bit more or a little bit less depending on where you are at in your own finances. This was something that I feel was incredibly worth it. I have had a very strong boost of confidence with my skin looking better and smoother and more even toned. And it is also a lot cheaper than the laser would have been. So I think the laser was gonna be like $3,000. That's how desperate it was. So I think my husband was probably glad that we settled with the skincare. But definitely I think that was an awesome thing. Also, I won in a giveaway my second set on Instagram. So Obagi was doing a giveaway and I won that for free. So hey, that was super budget friendly. So not only am I not completed with my first set, but now I have a free second one to dip into when these products start wearing out. And my second splurge for now is the Bondi Boost Hair Growth System. So I've only been using that for a week, so I'm not gonna like rave about it like it's all the rage right now, but I have been wanting to try it. I had heard a few beauty bloggers talk about it and be, super excited with their results. So I gave it a shot, but I had been waiting to buy it because it was, I think, $130 full price, but they were having some birthday sale, and of course it was 30% off, and they were also offering an extra bottle of supplements, the anti-hair loss supplements. So I bought it at $92, and it's the shampoo, conditioner, a scalp spray, 2 supplements, and a hair mask. So it's quite an expensive set for $92. And so far, I'm really happy with it. My hair feels great. It feels thicker. It's not as weighed down as it was before. I was using a volumizing shampoo and conditioner before that I thought was lightweight, but it just wasn't. It was just very weighed down. And so now I feel like I do have more volume, and I'm very comfortable with how to style it now. So again, Obagi and Bondi Boost are my 2 splurges that I do think are worth it. And again, I know everybody has a different budget, so these are my budget-friendly hacks for beauty, and I will be bringing more stuff to you, probably more makeup stuff in a future video, things that I use for my face, because I do splurge on some foundation, but then eyeshadow and everything is all drugstore quality, because anything that touches my skin I'm very sensitive with, because I break out. So I think you can splurge on some and then save on others. But today, that's it for my how to make staying at home motherhood work for you. And I hope that you got a few tips to make you feel beautiful and get on with that wonderful motherhood lifestyle. Thanks for watching. I hope you like, subscribe, share, or comment. Let me know what you want to see next. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.